first match of the day. Soin versus Chaemiko. Our best of 7 begins on Tidehunters. Chaemiko in the top left. What's he gonna play now? He's been experimenting so much against ORC, not just recently, but over the last 1 or 2 years. So many different builds. The 2-farm rifle build seemed to be his most successful for quite a while. Then he started playing MK first expansion, but I think now also he has moved away from that one. I love seeing Chaemiko play. I think he is, if he's in top shape, I think he's the best human in the world. But he didn't seem to find the perfect answer against ORC yet. He had a 6 series here in the Doubi Cup against Lin, where he almost defeated him with MK, Fast Expo into Griffins. But yeah, that seemed a bit gimmicky. It seemed pretty punishable. What is the plan this time? Oh, it's the MK again. And that almost certainly must mean fast expansion. And then probably mass air. Unless there's something new out there in the strategic lands of Warcraft 3 that I'm not yet aware of. Soin also has to cover a lot of options. He is not playing a Peon Scout. Orcs always try to avoid playing a Peon Scout if they can, because it slows down your tech quite a bit. In some matchups, you have to Peon Scout, but if you don't have to, you try to avoid it. Especially against Night Elf. You really need that Peon Scout. But against Human, probably not so much, because the Farseer will be aggressive running across the map right away. It's a straight Headhunter build. No Grunt here at the beginning. The MK with the Stormbolt has the big advantage that he can chase down and hunt down Headhunters quite well. But only as long as there's mana, of course. Picked up the first camp easily here with Militia. Of course, on Tidehunters, the creeps aren't so hard to take. Oh, wow! It's an MK fast tech. MK2 farm tech. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Is he gonna go for a blacksmith and go into rifles? MK plus rifles, historically, seems to do pretty well.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, but the wolves, they're getting ready for a bit of harass over here. Chaemiko is fast with the Militia Call. You need quick reaction time here to minimize the damage. Stormbolt on the Headhunter, and that is a quick surround. Chaemiko is a master of surrounding. Oh, he used 2 Stormbolts already. I missed the other one. I think he used one on the Farseer, trying to surround him. That didn't quite work out, but he gets to level 2, has 1 more Stormbolt, but the MK is going to be out of mana for a long time once he uses that one. Going for Bash, of course, as well. Would love to see boots here for him. And they're going to be available in a moment. MK becomes a lot stronger with boots. There we go. And so he's trying to play passive. He knows against Bash and against Stormbolt. His Headhunters might have a tough time at the moment. And here's the blacksmith now. A bit late, perhaps. This is a very unconventional build. Farseer also gets level 2. Cloak is actually really good against MK. Chaemiko's walking around, trying to find his opponent, perhaps. Trying to force some kills on the Headhunters. Oh, was almost in time there to steal the last hit. Would love to get this item from the Berserker. Footy's coming in from the other side. Soin playing very careful. Very respectful of this MK. Resummon on the wolves.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Chaemiko should get the item here. If he invests the Stormbolt, he certainly will. Gloves of Haste, not bad. For more right clicks, more bashes. But MK still far away from level 3. That's of course the scary level up for him. Oh, and he's playing Archmage second, Rifle Caster. Very interesting. You could snipe the next item here if he wants. Oh, can the Farseer reach in time for the Chain Lightning? No, he cannot. Ring for the MK. Also good, actually. All these items pretty good on the MK. Actually, every single item is good on the Mountain King that you can get from this camp. The Circlet, probably actually the best. Didn't get those. But here we go. AM second. Now he's got Water Elementals. Can creep a bit easier with those. But wants to get AM fast to level 2 if he can. That aura, of course, always being such a big benefit. But stable early game. And this MK first, so far looks pretty good. If you're playing Archmage first, you don't have kill threat because you don't have Stormbolt, and you just get bullied in the early game all the time. But with the Mountain King, with those Stormbolts plus boots, you have kill threat, and the Orc can't just dominate you as easily. I wonder if Soin, upon seeing the MK, should have just gone for super hard creeping to level 3. Because if you get level 2 wolves early, that's pretty good. Nice creep here by Soin, pulls out the creep, and gets the big mana. Exactly what he was hoping for. Thank you, PX Creed, with the resub. It says, yay, breakfast stream, hell yeah. Yeah, I also got up pretty late today. Oh! Stole the last set, sneaky. I didn't even have breakfast yet. Imagine. Alright, someone's got a strong level 3 Farseer, but no Stomp yet. TC only level 1. Chaemiko falling back. If he wants to take a fight, he should call the Militia. He's gonna get 1 grunt here for free. Right clicks. Oh, good deny though. No experience going to Chaemiko. And that experience is important. Remember, the level 2 Archmage is still missing, so he doesn't have the aura yet. But also good retreat by Chaemiko. He's losing a couple of footies, but he's keeping the rest of his units, the important units. He's still got the rifles. He's still got the priests. Oh, and the MK is about to get level 3 right here. And Archmage perhaps also level 2, but only if the MK steps away for a bit. Ah, wait a minute. No, it's enough. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Easily enough. Good for the scout as well. I think this is a really good game by Chaemiko. Looks very solid so far, if you ask me. Stormwall connects on the Raider. Lots of damage. That one goes down. TC would love to place a Stomp, but he still doesn't have it. Still needs a little bit more. There we go. Gets 1 kill. Now he's got the Stomp. Use it here to retreat. Item still up for grabs. MK gets it. Double Gloves of Haste. Again, gloves are okay for the attack speed, but ideally ring is, circlet's probably the best.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expansion was scouted, but Footy did die. Chaemiko put the TP on the Archmage, right? Yeah, wants to have a bit of safety on the squishy ranged hero as well. And we have to remember this TC still has the big mana potion. This can be a game-changing item. Oh, there's the bash and the Stormbolt. It's a kill on the Raider. We do have that training finally on the priests. Also aggressive purge is coming in against the rifles. That's 1 rifle going down easily. Look at the bashes. Oh my god, 2 bashes in a row. That's another kill on the grunt right there. TC almost surrounded. Is surrounded thanks to his own wolf. Has to use the Stomp to get back. Heal salves now also very much needed. Oh, 1 grunt over here. If he gets bashed, might be in trouble. Slight supply lead for Chaemiko. And there we go. There's the bash. Dude, these bashes have been looking amazing. Expansion finishes, but the human is right here to force the fight. And the TC is already low. Really low. He doesn't have a ring. Doesn't have potions. TC close to falling here. We are missing the Duspel at the moment. Wolves, though, still taken out 1 by 1. Would love to see a shop here for Chaemiko. Shop to go for clarities and mana potions could be extremely strong. Look at this MK. Bashing and Stormbolting all the time. Suddenly he's almost level 4. Archmage almost level 3. And here comes the shop. And it's going to be very tough to dislodge for Soin. His TC is still super hurt. He's too low HP to really make use of this big mana potion. And of course, he's not even level 3 yet. Oh, TC committing in. This could be his death. If there's a bash in a timely manner. But no, he survives. But the shop is finished. And now the MK can go for mana potions. He's got enough gold to go for 1. And Chaemiko seems to have a huge lead now, if you ask me. The priest heal, the sustain over time, so good right here. Farseer gets level 4, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Taking out the priests is the right prioritization. Archmage. You could get focused down now, perhaps. Oh, Stormbolt on the Farseer. He's in trouble as well. He's got the cloak, needs to use it fast. And there is no bash. And he's using the heal salve during the cloak. Very nice. Archmage is the weak target here. Level 4 on the Mountain King. All of a sudden, the supply is very even. Farseer's healing in the meantime. Oh, the rally point is misplaced. That's why there's no reinforcements coming in. Oh my god, huge mistake by Chaemiko. Huge mistake. Looking for a potion. Heal pot to save the Archmage. Now he's realized it. Finally, the units are coming in. This might turn the tide. MK Stormbolt and right clicks still very strong, and this shop here is also extremely good. Chaemiko still has more gold, can go for more potions. Oh, using a lightning shield here against the peons, also quite nice. Clarity running, and I think Chaemiko has done it. With a very strong MK now. He's got a mana potion in his inventory as well, so that's at least 3 Stormbolts. Throws one onto the TC right away. He's taking so much damage. If he gets a bash, he might die. Getting kind of blocked. Mana potion. Stormbolt is ready. Trying to give him the TP. Oh, but doesn't have the time. He was still stunned. That is GG. And the 1-0 lead for Chaemiko. MK first. Fast Tech. A new variant by Chaemiko. I like it a lot. Like I mentioned earlier, it makes it so that the early game, you don't just get completely bullied by the Farseer Headhunters. Since you have MK with Stormbolt and with Boots, you have kill threat of your own. So you can actually threaten those Headhunters if they become aggressive. Really smart play. I think I've never seen that before. Works out really well, but only on some maps, I would say. On Tidehunters, it's very easy to get level 2 and to creep the first 2 camps with MK. On maps with harder creeps, this might be a different story. The harder the map is for creeping, the worse it is for the Mountain King. So, for map number 2, we're going to Concealed Hill, where you can also get level 2 MK easily. But moving on beyond level 2, pretty tough. There's health fountains on Concealed, which is also pretty good for MK, actually. But we'll see. Chaemiko off to a good start. Here in the Doubi Cup, where he desperately needs a win. Like I mentioned earlier, Chaemiko has only lost his series, all of his series so far. He's 0-4. Is that a Gucci sweater? No, it certainly is not. I don't spend that much money on clothes. I don't know. It's like wool. And it's from a place called Engbers. I don't know if that's known outside of Germany, though. Thank you, by the way, Nero Delacroix, with the first-time sub. Welcome. All right, map number 2 is Concealed Hill. What are we going to see there? MMR-wise, by the way, Soin has the lead at the moment. 2,480 MMR on ladder against Chaemiko's 2,417. So, very close. In MMR points are these two. Chaemiko with a good start that he needs after a long drought here in the Doubi Cup. Soin wants to win this map. This is an important map for him. If he gets the equalizer here, the series is still totally anybody's to take. But if Chaemiko gets the 2-0 lead, that would be quite hard to come back from. Overlays is best of 3. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that is incorrect. No, it's a best of 7, of course. I had that entered incorrectly. Good call, chat. It's a best of 7, as always, in the Doubi Cup. It is an Archmage this time. Chaemiko at times here played the Griffin strat before, which was kind of fun. With an instant lab creep, lots of militia used, and then a fast level 3 Archmage in the early game. Summon water elementals a lot, put lots of pressure on the orc, try to make it hard for him to creep and impossible for him to expand, and then behind that, go tier 3 and go for Griffins. And if you slow down the orc enough in the early game, sometimes the late game can belong to you, because triple hero with Griffins is super strong for human. The only way for orc really to beat that normally is with an expansion. And also, if you make it to the late game with Griffins on this map, and you're not too far behind, you can creep insanely fast. There's lots of heavy armor creeps on this map, so the Griffins do very well, especially at the red camps. But it doesn't have to be Griffins, of course. Looks like a clean creep here so far for Chaemiko. He's going to get level 2 right away. Not getting harassed. Lots of creeping at the start by Soin. And I think Chaemiko is thrilled to see this. Scroll the Beast. Ooh. If he can manage a level 3 Archmage timing, pushing into the main base with burrows, this scroll could be crazy. And Soin is playing so passive. Look at that. Chaemiko can just creep for free.
A player's forces are under attack.
Of course, this costs him a lot of lumber. This slows down his tier 2 immensely. But look at the experience bar of the Archmage. I think if he calls the militia and creeps this one with militia, that's level 3, right? And no peasants have died. And no footies have died. It's a bit more experience from the wolf. Scouting over here as well. The tech should soon start. Of course, the orc tech here is ahead by a decent amount. Alright, where's the militia call? There it is. Okay, the green camp, apparently enough. And the Archmage is going to have 2 water elementals, potentially. Chaemiko could push into the main base, but he doesn't want to. He wants to find the creep jack. And snares here could be a big deal, but the trapper so far not throwing the net. Oh, is that enough for... Oh, it's just barely enough for level 2, right? Because of the wolf? Oh yeah, because of the wolf kill that he got earlier here. That's the reason why the green camp was enough for level 3. Chaemiko doesn't want to commit too much. Oh, one footy. Pulls it back. Is he waiting for defend? Maybe. No, not going for defend. Lumber is still very low because of all the militia that he has used. But could go for double water elementals now. I always love to see how Chaemiko uses his footies. A lot of humans would just commit them in too deep and lose lots of them, or lose lots of HP, and then not be able to threaten anymore. Also 2 footies healing over here, but the Farseer should be level 3 pretty soon. Needs a bit more experience beyond this camp. And Chaemiko's not going for a blacksmith. Is he forgetting about it? No. No, he's going Sanctum play this time. Whoa, I haven't seen that from him in a long time. Could go for a Panda or Beastmaster. He's got a strong timing. Once defense finishes, of course he's already got level 2 water elementals. If he throws in a tavern hero, this could be a super strong timing. Archmage at the shop. Boots and circlet. When's the tech gonna finish? We're about 15 seconds out. And remember, he's still got the Scroll of the Beast. Alright, there we go. Defend is done. Soin is adjusting. He's going for a few grunts as well to have some normal damage. But Chaemiko is hitting too early. He doesn't have a second hero yet. Going into the back with the Scroll of the Beast on absolutely everything. And that Burrow must be going down. Yes, that's too much damage. Even without the Archmage right clicks for the time being. Gets that one. A level 3 also for the Fossier. Trying to go for the Bestiary cancel, but TC's coming in. He's got the Stomp ready. That shouldn't work. What's the second hero? It is the MK again. No Tavern hero. Archmage getting bullied by the wolves, but now the wolves have been resummoned. It's the level 2 wolves. They're very strong. The Bestiary didn't fall. Oh, the Lodge cancel would be huge, but that's too late, I'm pretty sure. There's another Stomp. Oh, the rest of the footies are coming back, but the Lodge is going to finish. The repair is ready. Lodge stays up. And I think it was a mistake by Chaemiko. Not scouting the main better. He went for the Bestiary. Lots of wasted damage. He went for the Lodge. Also, wasted damage in the end. If he had gone for the Lodge right away, he should have gotten it, probably. And not getting that Lodge is pretty annoying, because now, of course, Shaman are coming. And these level 2 water elementals, which he's now stuck on, will fall off more and more. Oh my god, he is going Griffins. Tier 3 coming. Double Griffin Aviary. Archmage healing at the fountain. Footy's healing on the other side of the other fountain. And there's no Shaman yet. Oh, because of the Burrow kill, of course. Supply block over here. Archmage trying to slow down the creeping. It's all about slowing down the Orc. Especially, you must prevent the expansion from the Orc. MK's ready with the Stormball. It's one easy kill, at least. There should be at least one more, maybe even two more. There's a Stomp. But a good speed scroll. Soin falls back with a speed scroll. Nicely done. Oh, Archmage. Woo! In danger. Stormball committed, but the Headhunter might still survive. Good defense here by Soin. Not making it too easy. Oh, but good block by Chaemiko as well. I would say both playing this really well indeed. And as the dust settles a bit. Oh, MKs. How much does he want to commit for this kill? Probably not too much. I'd say this game is looking good for Chaemiko. Tier 3, about to be ready. He can go for a Paladin right away. 1,000 gold almost on the human side. And there we go. Pally coming. Double Griffins. The Griffin strat, boys. It is back. Chaemiko was considering whether he wanted to be aggressive, but no. Thinks rather it's time to fall back now and finally begin creeping for himself. And the thing is, if Soin tries to expand now, it might be too late. Ideally, when you face Griffins, you want to creep the expansion right away on tier 2 as fast as you can, and then go for the expansion. And with 2 base economy, normally you can beat Griffins pretty reliably. But of course, on this map, the expansion is very hard to creep. So this is what makes this map good for Griffins as well. MK gets a level 2 nice and early. Is he going clap or not? We'll see in a bit. First 2 Griffins are out. 2 more on the way.
A player's forces are under
one footy sent into the middle for scouting. That's also pretty nice. And importantly, Chaemiko was able to hold on to his TP. So he can creep now and try to level up MK and Pally and still has the TP to get away as a safety mechanism. Chaemiko needs to be careful not to get his Griffins intercepted. This rally point needs to be set in the main base, and he did. No invul potion, kind of surprisingly. Expansion is coming up now, by the way. Oh, Wand of Illusion triggers the end snare on the wrong target. And now Chaemiko has to defend, and he can call the Militia. And this Militia call is going to be a big help. And there you can see the Wand of Illusion perfectly baited. So many spells, so many abilities. Clap coming in as well, and so far no real Griffins have fallen. Ooh, and the Headhunters in the back, and the Shaman are all exposed. Next Stormbolt flies, that's the next kill. Big mistake, I think, by Soin, trying to force a fight here outside the human main. The Militia call is so strong right here. Very smart play. Very smart play indeed with the illusions. And now, Chaemiko might be able to take the red camp. Like I said, magic damage against the heavy armor is super effective here. Or he could try to go for the expo cancel. He's also got the time for that. And after the cancel, he can go to the fountain. Yeah, this is actually the best play. This is better than creeping the middle. That shows us again how good Chaemiko is. Noob Remo Demo would have crept the middle, would have wasted time. But no, this is the perfect play by Chaemiko indeed. Cancels the expansion, and now he can fall back to the fountain, creep that one. But perhaps he also has to TP home because, once again, he's being attacked. Defensive TP, there's a shop in the back. Beautiful. Chaemiko is stuck though. Needs to cut down this tree to get out of the main base. But he bought himself a lot of time. Canceling the expansion means that he's got lots of time here where he doesn't have... Oh, never mind. It was not a stuck in. I thought it was. One more Griffin coming. Do we have Storm Hammers, by the way? Not yet. Only around 50 supply for Chaemiko, but this is a very cost-efficient 50 supply army, especially if the Griffins get more upgrades. And the second armor upgrade is now coming. The Paladin, if he gets level 2, is certainly also gonna go for the aura. And it's not that much anti-air, honestly. It's 4 Headhunters and a Kodo Beast. I think once the Pally's level 2, also with the armor upgrade finishing, I don't think there's enough damage on the orc side anymore. So in playing kind of a contain right here, this should once again telegraph to Chaemiko that there's a new expansion attempt coming. We of course can see that easily, unlike Chaemiko. It's quite low lumber. Ah, because Storm Hammers are now coming. Using the water elemental as a bit of a bait to get more time to creep up a little more. These farms going down, also pretty annoying. That's going to supply block Chaemiko. Gonna have to make new farms in the back. At some point, Chaemiko has to call the militia, I think. Perhaps he wants to line it up with the Storm Hammers, which is now finishing. Also, the Wand of Illusion used. Kodo Beast, the #1 target at the start. And that is not that easy of a kill. I was about to say it's an easy kill, but it's not. Use the heal scroll to save the Kodo. Kodo Beast fall at long last. I'm not sure if any Griffins have died yet. I don't think so. He started the fight with 5 Griffins. He still has 5 Griffins. Oh, the militia, though, getting absolutely barbecued now. But he calls them back in time before all of them die in MK level 3, and that's a huge level up, and that might be game. Tally also about to get level 2. The aura is going to be hugely helpful. TP out on the orc side, but... oh, actually saving a lot of units here. Nicely done. Has to use the heal salves now. But now Chaemiko can creep the red camp in the middle, then the red camp at the fountain, then heal at the fountain, which is also great for Griffins, by the way. Having the fountain heal. What's the item? Claws plus 12. Actually one of the worst items he could have found. Because he's not lacking in damage. What he needs is mana and durability. Also, move speed would have been great. 700 gold on Chaemiko. TC, no mana, by the way. Doesn't even feel that it's worth it to go for clarities because you can't stomp the Griffins. Archmage almost level 4. The item goes to the TC. It's Quel'Thala's Boots, which is literally the worst item. And level 4 Archmage. Now finally he has the level 2 aura. Pally close to 3. MK 3.5. But Chaemiko is not going into upkeep. Lumber situation for him also is looking a bit rough. He still has 6 Griffins on 50 supply. This army is still very strong. So Soin is pulling ahead in supply, but supply is not the only thing that matters. The heroes are getting stronger and stronger for the human. Level 3, Pally is going to be a huge upgrade. Chaemiko may just want to TP out here. Yeah, takes out a few of the peons, TPs out, loses nothing. And he can creep over here at his gold mine. He can't really counter-expand, though, because the lumber is just way too low. He lost too many peasants earlier. Alright, but now he's going into upkeep. This is going to be 65 supply griffins. Every orc's nightmare. Talisman of Evasion, actually pretty good for these heroes. And also the Paladin, about to be level 3 right now. And that's the huge, huge level up. Level 2 Holy Light. Extremely strong. Paladin, always an insanely good late game hero, but getting him to high levels is the difficulty. But Chaemiko has now managed precisely that. Regen Scroll. Heal Pot. 2 more Griffins joining, and 1 more on the way. Chain Lightning starts off the fight. Chaemiko doesn't like the look of it at the start. Stomp, but only on the MK. Nothing else. And the clap is absolutely enormous. There was one heal scroll to counter the clap. There's a second one in just a bit. And finally the first Griffin dies. I think this may have been the first Griffin of the whole game. Wasn't it? To go down. Second one might follow, but of course the Holy Light makes it hard. Holy Light's such a strong heal. Another Griffin goes down indeed. That's level 4 on the MK. And TC. And a couple of Griffins, quite a few Griffins are falling. But in the meantime, the Orc is losing so much more. Soin loses the first hero and the rest of his army. The 2-2 Griffins have taken over with the help of the strong human heroes, and that is GG. And Chaemiko taking the 2-0 lead. Very nice play by Chaemiko. The Scroll of the Beast actually helped quite a bit there in the push, going for the burrow. It seemed like perhaps a bit of a miscalculation by Chaemiko when he went for the Bestiary. That didn't work. He went for the Lodge. That didn't work. If he had taken out the Lodge, he would have had so much more time to pressure before there were Shaman ready. But all in all, still very nicely done by Chaemiko. And I wonder, is it the right call to play so passive there for Soin? If he's harassing at the start right away, normally he gets at least 2 peasants at the first creep camp. Also, he prevents the whole camp from being crept normally. Of course, he slows down his own level 2, but this Archmage had such an easy time getting to level 3. Not sure if this was the right call in the end. Alright, very good start for Chaemiko. He's got the 2-0 lead. As we're moving on to map number 3, I think Soin is taking a moment here. Needs a bit of a break before we head into map number 3, which will be Autumn Leaves. And what is the meta on Autumn Leaves? In the past, we saw some fast expansion play, but that always looks a bit risky. We've also seen some merchant creep first play by the humans, which also looks risky. Alright, players are in the lobby now, ready to jump into map number 3. This one must be won by Soin, otherwise winning the series basically impossible. Chaemiko, if he gets the 3-0 lead here, can perhaps clock out early for the day. Are bats not played anymore versus griffins? Not really. Sometimes they are, but the key isn't what units to make. The key is to have more economy. The key against griffins is to abuse the weakness of the human on tier 2 and get the expansion running. And once you have the expo, you can just spam units. Headhunters, raiders, maybe Wyvern, maybe Bats. Lots of ways to try to go up against it, but you need the superior economy. That's the crux of that matchup. Oh yeah, Tripkey, thank you for gifting a sub. Much appreciated. We're once again struggling a bit with the server bugs, lobby bugs, but if we try enough times, at some point, it shall work. Hopefully. Later on today, of course, we're also going to have a Night Elf versus Orc matchup with Colorful versus Lyn, which might be the two best players of their race in that matchup. I'm excited for that one as well. We've seen quite a few encounters there recently. Speaking of recent encounters, one would have thought that Soin should be looking good today, because out of the last 5 matches, Soin was able to win 4 against Chaemiko. However, the most recent one in the WSB, Chaemiko did take. And we just hosted the wrong map. Whoops. Alright, we try again. Hopefully it works now. Our third map. Loading in. Looking good. Do we got it? Yes, we do. Strong start for Chaemiko. 2-0 lead here in the best of 7. Can he carry it through and finally get his first W in the Doubi Cup? What is Chaemiko gonna do this time? It would seem like he's not so fond of fast expo anymore, but you can always try to sprinkle it in if you're feeling feisty. This first footy is gonna tell us quite a bit. If the footy goes over here, then it might be a fast expo indeed. It is the MK first again. Okay, it might be the first, the same build as on map 1. MK, 2 farm tech into rifles. Yeah, I think with MK there's no way you can fast expand, right? You would just get butchered by the creeps, I think. If you can fast expand, then it's in the middle, I suppose, but the expansion always is so assailable, you know? Well, he is going for 3 farms, though, so it's not a 2 farm tech. We can rule that out. And this time it's a grunt opening. This seems a lot better against Mountain King, I'd say. Grunt's harder to take out than headhunters. However, if the grunt gets surrounded, it also dies. Chaemiko intentionally trying to take no damage on the Mountain King. Wants to have him high HP. Starts off with claws. Never bad. Farseer hoping for the same. Circlet. Perhaps even better. Alright, what happens next? So one grunt killed would be level 2. Oh, Farseer. Chaemiko is very good at Stormbolt surrounding. We all know that. He's going for a 4th farm. Oh my god, he is fast expanding. Chaemiko the Mad Lad.
Forces are under attack.
Right? Must be fast expansion. Call 7 peasants and off we go. Oh, this is really smart. By Chaemiko, right? He showed earlier the MK fast tech build. Now he's pretending like he's playing the same strat again. But instead of teching, he's expanding. If that is indeed his intention, now during nighttime as well, where it's harder for the orc to scout, pretty smart. And again, the Farseer playing this pretty passive. There's one footy is scouting the whole time. Farseer gets level 2. Same for the MK. Okay, the wolves have seen it. MK gets a cloak that can be really good for him, actually. If he's low HP, can hide in the shadows. And the expansion will be coming up. And on this map, it's very easy to find the opponent. Normally, you're always somewhere in the middle here, across this lane in the early game. So it's pretty unlikely for, you know, the peasants to be surprised. Oh, big item still up for grabs. One headhunter almost dead. Also one wolf harassing here. That's pretty annoying. Oh, look at that Cloak of Shadows. MK hiding in the night. Without the MK, though, the footy certainly can't take a fight here. Arcane Tower coming up. Power build close to finished. MK needs to come home to defend. He's full mana, though. He's got a lot of Stormbolts to work with right here, but we also got Chain Lightning. Could be a big one. Yup. 1, 2 kills right away. MK wants to respond with some kills of his own. Militia call from the main. Necessary. They're coming in. Well, the tower is cancelled. That is pretty annoying, but also a few headhunters will be falling. Good delay on the expo. The wolf still harassing over here, but also a few headhunters had to die for this. Both players, I'd say, taking a lot of damage here in the early game. Next Chain Lightning is ready. 2 kills once more. Oh my god, to just finish the town hall, please. Wolf denied it's the other wolf. Good execution. Nicely done. Lots of kills for Soin, but he's not level 3 yet. Neither is the MK, but he'll get it in a moment at the green. If that is enough. Well, maybe it's actually not quite enough. And we see TC second. Double Bestiary. This will be Wyvern or Raiders. Normally we see Raiders against fast expos. MK is still looking for the adversary. Lumber's looking good on Chaemiko, by the way. Can start the tech here. Right now. I think he should. Yeah, there we go. Berserker also for the Mountain King would be a huge help. And the big creep is still available. MK might be enough for level 2. Or at least almost. Arcane Tower about to finish. This one won't be cancelled. And the shop should also finish, or at least finish soon. MK gets level 3. Question is, does he have to TP home to defend against this attack? Shockwave from the TC. And Farseer gets to level 3. However, has no mana at the moment. He had excellent items. Oh, trying to Stormbolts around the TC. And Chaemiko locks those in every time. But again, a lot of peasants dying. TC goes down. Oh, There's also a raider over here. Oh, Soin might lose a lot of units right here. Headhunter somehow gets away. But the MK with the Stormbolt is looking for more kills. Good deny right there. Footy's still chasing on the other side. We have lots of raiders on the way. We'll have to see a second barracks, I think, for Chaemiko. For mass footies or mass rifles. Oh! And he gets the Headhunter just barely in the end. Shop up and running. Clarity active. So is the Region Scroll. And its MK is going to have 2 more Stormbolts. And these Stormbolts are deadly. I think Chaemiko's got a lead here, doesn't he? But you can never underestimate mass raiders. At any time, that expansion can just be cracked if you have enough raiders. On level 4, I think MK should also retrain into Clap. But we're not there yet. Is he already gonna retrain? No. Going for the heal scroll. Farseer out of mana. TC only level 1. This game is looking good for Chaemiko and the cloak again. Great value. Blacksmith now coming. Going for improved lumber. I think you should also go for masonry upgrade. And he has a second barracks. Yeah, I like that. Might be a cancel though. Lots of raiders ready here. But good base build. Very hard to get surface area on the town hall. Stormbolt on the Farseer. Is that the right target, I wonder? He's trying to force the TP. Now coming in with the repair. The repair is really late. Perhaps too late. This expansion seems to be going down, but the question is at what price? 1 raider falls. I think if he trades it for 3 raiders, that's totally fine for Chaemiko. Expansion not dead yet. Not dead yet. Well, if he doesn't get the expansion, the game is certainly over. All the raiders are trapped. The MK is level 4. Yeah, this game's over. Yeah. At this point, even if he gets the kill, it was too expensive. He has to TP out. The expansion survives. And that is game. This blacksmith and farm positioning, this saved the expansion. Very smart play by Chaemiko. Only got footies, but also a hell of a strong Mountain King who can now go for potions on tier 2. Blood Mage second. And still lots of income.
A player's forces are under attack.
Soin is still hoping for some chance, but honestly, there is no chance. Chaemiko with 3-0 here in this best of 7 to start things off with 3 different strats as well. Impressive showing today by the Korean human player. Stormbolt trying to surround the Farseer. He gets out though, but the Raiders, they don't have a good time fighting against this MK footies at all. Stormbolt again. Surround would finish the game, but he gets out. Barely. There's still a heal scroll left. And a cloak. Nice deny. Alright, that's something. Oh, look at the surround, how he closed it again with a footy manually. So nice. And the cloak again. Saving him once more. Now comes the Blood Mage. Draining the mana. Stormbolt, cloak, easy game. Yeah, this one is certainly over. Stormbolt again. Look at the hammers fly. He can transfer the mana now from the Blood Mage if he wants. That's exactly what he does. Blood Mage is just a mana battery here. If he goes down, that's totally fine. Oh, MK now actually close to falling. Ensnare reveals him through the cloak. He saves himself with a TP. And Chaemiko's going Griffins again. Why not? Worked out quite well earlier. Chaemiko must know he's incredibly far ahead here. So much gold also on Chaemiko. Always nice when you can easily afford potions and TPs and stuff to be on the safe side. Beautiful surround here on his own town hall to once again make it impossible for the Raiders to get this kill. Farm And farms, I mean, and barracks. And the lumber mill. The Blood Mage is still very squishy. It's pretty easy to kill him. So having the TP on him was pretty smart. Regent Scroll running right after. There's, of course, Pillage. And good denies over and over by Soin. Tier 3 is still far from finished. Griffins are still far away. We have Dragonhawks coming now, which are some of the worst units in the game, but there's not much anti-air against them. Very surprised to not see Masonry upgrade. There should definitely be at least one Masonry upgrade. However, also, Lumber was a bit of a problem for Chaemiko. Could call some militia from the main base. I think he should, to help defend at the expo. Chaemiko biding his time. Doesn't have a TP at the moment, but should be able to go for one pretty easy.
A player's forces
With a shop here. But now, the Town Hall is exposed. If this Town Hall goes down now, Chaemiko may still lose this game. I think unlikely, but perhaps a possibility. Another deny. Damn. Soin really on point with these denies. And tier 3 is soon to be ready. And the Griffins should be the knockout punch. Pally plus Griffins. That is then a super strong tier 3 army.
A player's forces are under attack.
Finally, Chaemiko has time to creep up a little bit again. Gonna get a big item here. Flute of Accuracy would be the best probably. But also Soy Mask is great. Delta's great. Oh! And he gets the Flute. 1-0 upgrades at the moment on these Griffins. Or Dragonhawks. Griffins now coming. Paladin not yet started. Maybe an Alchemist would even be better. But nah. Paladin is so strong. And there he is. The Warrior of the Light. The MK getting closer and closer to level 5. It's going to be a terrifying human army once again. Against which there's only tier 2 on the orc side.
Forces are under attack.
Which is a big, big problem. TC 2.5. This game just didn't go Soin's way. Killed lots of peasants here at the early game. Had a good harass. But he also lost a lot to achieve that. And with a pally coming, I think it's time to go. Animal War Train also finished. And you can see how confident Chaemiko's feeling. Not even waiting for the Paladin. Doesn't need to. Even using a bit of Banish. And the Staff. Pretty cool. Blood Mage again. He's the weakest link of the army. Gonna have to TP out. But he can just re-aggress in a moment. And the MK got level 5. Huge, huge level up. As finally the Paladin joins, we're gonna have some healing as well in this human army, and this is gonna be the perfect human army, more or less. 2-0 upgrades, 2-1 on the way. Beautiful regen scroll. Would love to see some more clarity, some mana pots maybe. And also, Tome of Retraining. With MK on level 5, this should be time for Clap. So he probably has to go for base race. Don't think there's any way he can win a fight. Yeah, not with this many raiders. Raiders very good at killing buildings. Very bad at killing griffins. Gonna kill one griffin though. Not bad. Took a lot of effort. And he got it in the end. But trading it for a Kodo Beast and a Raider. And more kills to follow. Level 3 Blood Mage now. The Chain Lightning doesn't really do much. clap here would be insane. Oh, did you see that save? Banish plus staff to save the Griffin. Banish disables the end snare. It dispels it, so to speak. The TC goes down. Speed scroll couldn't save him. The mana superiority here. Exceptional with the Blood Mage. That level 3, such a big level up. Pally also level 2. MK out of mana actually for the time being, but is being given some more juice by his homie. And Soin just lost a lot of army right there. Most of his army. He is mining from the expansion, in fact, but perhaps for not too much longer. MK actually doesn't even need clap, I think, but he's gonna go for it anyways. Tome of Retraining, finally going for clap. And again, Regen Scrolls, Clarities, Mana Potions is exactly how Chaemiko should do this. And once the Pally's level 3, he has his perfect army. And it's pretty good already. He's got a cloud! Cloud upgrade! LOL! Towers are disabled. Haven't seen that one in a while. Oh my god, the clap is insane! Level 3 clap again proving to be quite good. Mana drain on the TC, he's completely dry. Blood Mage can give over the mana to the MK in a moment if he wants. Taking a bit of damage, but there was a heal scroll as well. And Soin sees there's no chance anymore. Calls for the GG, and Chaemiko takes the 3-0 lead. Perhaps his bad luck has finally turned around. With Chaemiko close to his first win now. For the humans! Indeed. Only the Demolisher can save Soin. Against Griffins, I'm not so sure. But I know what you're referring to. That Demolisher game from Lin recently. Oh, that was so sick, dude. That was pretty sweet. Is this really going to be a 4-0 today? Soin, he's also not had the greatest run here so far yet. Winning only 1 game out of 4. Map number 4 is a map we get to see a lot of in this matchup. This is where Chaemiko really pioneered and perfected the 2-farm into rifle build. So far we've seen 3 different strats, different builds by Chaemiko. Would be quite cool here if he busts out a 4th one. So it was MK Fast Tech on map 1. It was Archmage Griffins on map 2. And it was MK Fast Expansion on map 3. I think MK Fast Expo is not possible on this map. This camp is a bit too hard to creep for Mountain King and expansion, I would say. I think MK Fast Tech could again be playable here. You get this camp easily, then the MK can contest the greens in the middle for level 2 reliably. Or is it Archmage? It is Archmage. Alright. 50-50 between MK and AM, which is really cool. Makes it hard for the opponent to exactly know what Chaemiko is going to be going for. This map normally very good for MK second creeping. You can go for this camp, you can go for the lab, maybe even go for the middle. Get a strong MK with good items. Like I said, this is where Chaemiko first really started looking really strong with that 2 farm tech build into quick MK and quick rifles. And looks like that is the build here. Only 2 farms. Then a fast tech. Wait, is he delaying the 3rd footy? Oh yeah, sends back the... Wow, look at the speed of this tech. He delayed the 3rd footman to have this tech even faster. As fast as you can get it here with the tech. And I criticized Soin kind of before for being too passive. This Archmage, look at this. He's got 2 footies only. Nothing else. The Farseer normally should be able to harass here so well, but Soin is leaving Chaemiko completely alone. And I feel like that has to be a mistake. Circlet and Lightning Shield. Lightning Shield pretty bad, unless you use it for creeping. But it is going to be a level 2 for the Archmage here. Pretty fast. Going for a tower to be safe. 3rd farm, and Blacksmith should be coming. Level 2 also for the Farseer, though. Now we have Chain Lightning. Soin again playing really passive, just purely creeping. That's so unusual. Normally it's the Orc who is more so aggressive. Oh, cute Lightning Shield. Onto the creeps. But Soin got the big item. The big healing is very good for the TC later on. When you only have 3 footies, it's not so easy to find good camps to creep. Looks like Chaemiko wants to sneak, steal over Magi. Ooh, if he gets this, that's kind of a big deal. Oh, and he used the Lightning Shield to do it. Very nice usage of the Lightning Shield. Makes its camp a lot easier. Parry apt is decent. Oh, Farseer, can he get the last hit steal? Oh! Just barely in time. He gets it. That's a big deal as well. There's a fast level 3 for Farseer.
A player's forces are under attack.
Human tier 2 is going to be a bit faster. He's coming back in, but just to scout. Can't fight at the moment, of course. And there we go. Tier 2 finishes MK instantly. Started. Good base build as well. There's space in the back to go for the Sanctum. Archmage looking what he can do, but without level 3, he's not really much of a threat now, is he? Oh, Soin returning the favor. Stealing the creep on the opposite side of the map. Talisman of Evasion for the TC is pretty good. It's really good, actually. I take that back. It's really good. Especially if we should get to breakers later on. Tier 2 expansion is the norm by the Orcs in this matchup. This Farseer has so much experience, dude. He's going to be level 4 really fast. Archmage looking for an opening, but not able to find one, really. And these units now going to be discovered by the wolves. Oh! And starting the creep at the worst possible time. No Chain Lightning at the moment, but there will be soon enough. Oh, and the first rifle goes down thanks to the end snare. Very unfortunate, extremely unfortunate timing here for Chaemiko. And this is by far the best that Soin has looked so far in this series. It does have one chain lightning. Oh, didn't quite get it though. MK got the experience.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and the Archmage solo creeping with 2 water elementals. That's also kind of cute. Wait. That's not enough though. Right? Can he creep this camp? I don't think so. What of illusion? Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Wow, he actually gets this camp. That's level 3 then. While the MK is solo over here. It's very hard to deal with the fuss here. These wolves are quite annoying. Another circlet for the AM is perfect. Crosshair doesn't quite get the steals here that he would ideally like. Stormbolt on the freshly summoned wolf. Another deny. Dude, Soin's denies have been insane. Oh, trying to go for a surround play on the Farseer with the Archmage joining in. Oh, there's another opening on the other side. Okay. Nice attempt. The Farseer gets out. And the expansion is not started yet. There's one footy always scouting up there. As the MK finally gets level 2. Oh, big mana potion. Excellent for him. But the TC was creeping a lot in the meantime. Found the health stone. Plus also, of course, he has the heal potion. He will have lots of healing. Went for the aura, right? Yeah. He certainly did. And now we have a second Sanctum coming. Chaemiko's getting ready for the late game Breaker transition. This takes a long time, but if the opponent doesn't have an expansion, there normally is a lot of time. And the Water Elemental is still making sure that there is no expansion, which indeed there isn't. MK though looking a bit underleveled, but great items. Whoa. More mana, more HP, and the big mana potion, exactly what he wants. If he solo creeps this camp, maybe that's level 3. Might be close though. He's trying to go for the red. Oh wow. If Soin finds the creepjack here, which he might. This could be huge. Soin is looking for his opponent right now. He's got the level 3. He's got the heal scroll. This is a super powerful timing. Looking for him over here. Not seeing him. Oh, he was so close to finding him at the red. But Soin is a bit clueless. He doesn't know where his opponent is. And the wolf scouting here is lacking. The wolves should have been looking ahead of time for where the opponent is. And now finally the peon's going to set up the expansion, but it's a bit late. Oh my god, these MK items are insane. Oh, the shop's gonna go down. That means no more breakers. Oh. Alright, it is enough for level 3. MK, just barely. Chaemiko, I don't think he's stuck, is he? No. He can exit the base. He queued 1 breaker only before the shop went down.
The town is under siege.
Another dude. What is up with Soin's denies? Absolutely insane. Second attempt at the shop. Power build. Did go for adept training on the Sorks, by the way. We're going to have Invis as well to save these heroes potentially. He's very tanky, by the way. Pass here close to 3. Close to 4, I mean. Invis on the MK early. I like it. Chaemiko has enough gold for 2 more breakers. Would get him up to 4 total. That's what he's waiting for right now. Farseer gets level 4. Good level up for him as well. Level 2 Chain Lightning now. Oh, we don't have control magic, do we? Not really. Oh, MK starts up with the clap. Doesn't have an invo potion, by the way. This is kind of scary. Needs to Stormbolt the TC. The claps haven't been too great yet, honestly. It's because he doesn't have invo potion. It's very difficult to commit in. But here's the Stomp. MK wasn't hit. MK can go back in. Oh, the Lightning Shield, though, is sick. Where's the Dispel? There it is. Finally. Heal Scroll was committed. MK has so much more mana, though. He's got so much mana. There's a ton more Stomps. But this was a good exchange for Soin, I think. And the expansion now almost finished. But Soin needs time now to heal. He's got low mana especially. Whereas the MK still has lots of claps left over. But needs an invo potion. Yep, there it is. Gets the invo potion. Should give one of these items to the Archmage. And put the invo potion on the MK. Very important. Should probably get the mantle to the Archmage. MK far up front once again. Spamming his mana. Of course, he's got the big mana potion. DC getting targeted, but he's so survivable with these potions that he has himself. Hellstone used. And the heal potion also still available. Mana potion, clap. Militia coming in from the main base, but Soin getting some kills here at the start. Invo potion on the TC. Can use Regen Scroll now as well. I mean, healing salve. But the next clap is sick. The next clap is absolutely insane. There's no heal scrolls anymore. This MK might be taking over once again. The items on the Mountain King have been incredible. Next clap, perfect position. Oh my god, dude, the clap is doing wonders. And there's no Shaman anymore. Can't dispel the Water Elementals, and he also can't get rid of the slow. And the next clap comes in. Oh my god, these claps have been insane. Unbelievable inventory on the Mountain King. Who's about to get level 4 here. Oh, blocking with the Peasant against the TC. TC levels up, he got a kill here, but the expansion is super exposed. Soin has no army left. We got a new shop coming, Clarity soon to be added. MK about to get level 4, he's gonna get it here from the peons. And this game also goes to Chaemiko, and that's gonna be a 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. And that also was, again, a different build. This was the 2-farm tech with Archmage on map 4, going for rifles, and then a late game breaker transition. Chaemiko looking super strong today. Absolutely excellent play. 4 different builds. He was very hard to predict. This MK is just a raid boss. Look at him. 1325 HP. And 500 mana. Ooh, that is pretty crazy. The expansion was too late. I think that was the biggest mistake. I don't know why Soin didn't go for the expansion earlier. It seemed like he had a lot of map control for a long time with that strong Farseer. One thing that Chaemiko doesn't have, though, is a TP. It's something that Soin could try to abuse. I don't think he can win a fight against this Mountain King. Not in the slightest. Three Grunts, 2 Raiders, and 2 Shaman. This will have to be enough. But how can it be against this Giga Chad MK? Next Stormbolt. Next kill. Takes out the Raiders early. Now he doesn't have to worry about End Snare anymore. With the Speed Scroll running out, this is lights out for Soin. Everything now slowed. Farseer getting surrounded. I don't think there's a way out of this. Invo Potion transferred, but he can hold the surround. And the MK's got so much more Stormbolt. Archmage also taking a bit of damage, but he's got the Invo Potion still left. Oh, long range Stormbolt on the Farseer. And he goes down. And that is game. GG is called. And Chaemiko absolutely destroys Soin today. 4-0. No chance. Soin with another loss. And Chaemiko with his first win in this tournament series. Our first best of 7 ends very quick here with Chaemiko looking so strong. We have one more best of 7 coming up next. Lin versus Colorful in our next game. We go into a short break, and then we'll be back with match number 2. See you in a bit.